Alright, hello, and we should be live now, and well, hopefully my mic is working. Alright, it is working, everything's fine, and hello everybody, good evening, Chiyo here. And hi Necro, I mean, I said that I would still be streaming on Saturday. I just took yesterday off just so I could, recover more and whatnot, you know, which technically, like, starting since yesterday, you guys should probably hear from my voice too that I still cough, I still have a little bit of phlegm, but like overall I'm doing like much better, like getting better like day by day basically. So today, like let me just make sure that I spell that real quick. Where is my tissue? There it is. Wait, I'm getting better now. But yeah, you left the gift in the chest in front of my house. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. I have to check that out. Like once I finish streaming and whatnot, or once I shift to ATM 10 or something like that. But today we're going back to RLCraft. We're just going to be vibing, pretty much, like trying to get up. I will be fine. My family does live nearby. Like, it's not basically, you know, it's not something that like would happen. In that case, it's just basically like I just live alone, you know. So yeah, we're just gonna be in RLCraft. We're going to take into stock into the situation. Like, I know we did get a couple of towns while death walking and whatnot, and we did finish the towers that we did see on route, right? So there is that. Although I did mess up that second tower, like the chest above, though. That's very unfortunate. But I know what happened now. I know what went wrong. But so I won't do that again. I will be bringing a barrel this time and not a chest, clearly. But yeah, let's go to the game first of all before I do anything. Oh, there it is. But yeah, we're fine. Like I said, I wouldn't be streaming if I felt like terrible, you know? So no worries about that. Again, I've been getting better day by day. Just not like 100% quite yet, but like, not enough to like completely stay idle. Also, what the heck is happening? It's hot out here. Oh, right, I had a baby cockatrice. That's right. Hello there. Hello there. Yeah, thank you for the gift, Necro. I shall check it out in a bit. Or when I go online in RLCraft, of course. But yeah. So, technically the agenda, right? Was gonna be like, wait, what's that? We got a respectable amount of skill levels, right? We still need more, being completely honest. More of mining, more gathering, honestly, right? Agility is fine, kind of, sort of, you know? We do, I kind of do want that, like, extra skill and whatnot, but yeah. We need more of these. We need more levels, which we can technically make a mob farm for, but I haven't, like, checked out the guide that my mod has given me a few days back, or a few, well, I'd say last year now at this point, but yeah. Technically today, what I want to be able to achieve is essentially gather pets. Like, I know one of our viewers, like, God, like, this is the problem with me. I have hard time remembering names. So it's just like one of our viewers recommended that I should try to basically get a Reaper pet because they do AoE, they do the orb damage while flying. So that's technically good. But I needed to make a specific summoning staff for that. And that summoning staff requires an Ender Pearl. Now, to get an Ender Pearl, we have to kind of fight certain mobs. Not the Enderman, though. I mean, as I am right now, like, I think I would be... Well, I don't think I'll live, honestly. I do not think I would live against an Enderman as I am right now. But, maybe we can try to go to the mine today as well. And then see like if we can fight some chupacabras and stuff. But I know chupacabras are capturable as well. So I kinda wanna make them my pets too. Cause like I've seen that work before, and let me tell you, they're good. They're good pets. For sure. I just need to figure out how to actually make them, you know, as pets. Because that's very, very much a thing. Now, just gathering like an odd level or two in here. Do you think we'll actually survive if we went out? Maybe. So we have a few seeds. No, there's no create, I think. And also in here, like RLCraft is quite literally 1.12. Uh it is a blood moon. Um so anyways, I'm going to ATM 10, guys. I kind of don't want to like play this anymore. Uh oh fuck. Oh shit, bro. Excuse me for my cuffs. Yeah, if anybody has played Terraria, I don't actually know where the blood moon originated from. But what happens is in the blood moon, a gigantic amount of mobs spawn, and they will kill you. Like Yeetus deletus you for realsies. So yeah, I hear that. Yeah, I'm just gonna Yep. Y'all see that? Oh my god. I literally just logged in the game. What the hell do you mean there's a blood moon? Yeah, so anyways, there's like a ton of mobs outside. And they're just going to keep spawning. Up until the blood moon is done. Brucha. Well, I suppose this is a good time as any to basically, you know, get the meats and stuff going. What the hell is happening? Oh, the treats, right. Imp treat, worm treat. It's a good thing we're inside our house, because what the hell is this? Aspid, pinky, whale. Yo, what the fuck is happening outside? Yep, it's so red out here. It's so dangerous. It's a good thing I placed you in here, buddy, because you would have been eaten outside. Oh, that's a chance creeper. Yeah, this is why I built, technically, a house like this. Because if this was a wooden house, we would be toasted. What the fuck is happening? Bruh. I was thinking like, man, like we're just gonna have a chill night, chill day and all that stuff. Never mind. No, I don't think that would work. I mean, we already have the house, so technically it's safe in here. Nothing should spawn in here. If there is, then, you know, my bed's just here, you know? So. And if I did die, it would be a nice opportunity to kind of death walk everywhere again. Hello there, you grew. My cockatrice grew. Can we sleep? I love that for me. So what about a staff? Summoning staff. Yeah. Hilarious. It's so dark outside. Holy. I think like the problem here too, like once we actually do go out, they'll all still be here. So we have to deal with technically the aftermath. Woo! Hey there, Blade. How you doing? Welcome to the stream, man. Where I'm here stuck in my house because it's the blood moon, and all of your friends are out here. And your co-worker also spawned from my bed when I clicked on it when I tried vainly to sleep. What the heck? Did I have a cockatrice outdoors? What the heck? I see a pteranodon out there. Leave me the heck alone, please. I don't hear mobs now. I don't feel tired enough to sleep. Yeah, because I'm scared as shit. That's why I don't feel tired enough to sleep. I like how this happened literally as I started upstream and whatnot. The comedic timing cannot be even more perfect. What in the mother of hell is that? What the hell? Eventually they'll leave, right? Right? You're having quite the back pains right now. That's sign of aging, Jang. Hello, so hello. How are you? Woo! Alright, thank you for reminding me. Thank you for that redeem. Also, yes, exercise redeems are still off. I'm still feeling... Ow! Exercise redeems are still off because I still feel like shit. So, at the very least, we're recovering. Slowly but surely. Jen getting old. We all are. We all are getting old. Please end already. Feeling metal pipe, I see. Let it be daytime soon. God. Well, it's not as if I can actually like go out even on daytime because everyone, their mother's gonna be outside waiting for me and just gonna sucker punch me in the face. Oh my god, what is happening? I can hear explosions everywhere. Hey, stop it. This is the perks of having a house that can technically deal with stuff. And I still can't sleep because Monka is. And also, this is not a good monster to have around our house, by the way. You know what I need to do? I need to build a tunnel. I need to build a tunnel outwards. What is happening? Well, at least they're dying. But it's still the blood moon. And there's a creeper sitting outside my freaking house. You love that for me. Oh. Alright, bros, we're going outside. Okay, so we're fine. Everything, aside from a few of my plots, clearly, is alright. What's that? A raw rabbit. Wascally wabbit. Yeah, mining sounds good, honestly. It might be one of the things that we can actually try to do today. Because, what the fuck just happened? I know this hole wasn't here before. What the hell? What the helly? I mean, I am getting some, what you call it at least, bro. Some loot. Even if it's not the way. Oh, fairy, I'm glad you're alive. Although the land around my house isn't quite alive. Oh. Oh, you mean like actually like do cooperative play? I mean, that sounds like a neat move. It does sound reasonable, I'll say that. Although, at the very least, like, largely, a lot of us are kind of do our own thing kind of people, too, you know? So, oops, go. Let's see. Blade, your coworker, tell him to go! What the hell? Can you stop? There you go. Holy shit. I mean, I survived that, like, night, though, at the very least. Now, did my animals survive that night? No, they did not. Oh, wait, they did. Okay. Not your problem, Neko. They're your co-workers, man! Do something! But yeah, as you guys can probably hear, I'm starting to, like, feel a little better, so. We're Gucci. Could probably go try streaming regularly again up until, you know, haha, I go from a visit to my family and then get sick again. Alright. Take a sip of our iron canteen. Almost feeling better. Are you? Like, if so, then that's really good. I'm the same too. Like, I still have some leftover, like, coughing and whatnot. But gradually feeling better, which is good. I never want to have flu again, guys. Holy shit. If it's this bad, and like, you guys know how I already have, like, did they fucking kill all of my goddamn sheep? They did! Bro, are you kidding me? But at least my horse is still alive. Bro, they killed my sheep! What the hell? That's rude. My sheep, bro. They're innocent, man. Holy. Bah, rip. I know, right? Clearly, we cannot keep sheep outdoors. We have to keep them indoors. Bro, those sheep were my livelihood. Come on. Now I gotta find more sheep. Holy. At least my cows are still intact. I could do without another event like that again, thanks. But yeah, I think like the Blood Moon originated from like Terraria, where like a bunch of mobs will also spawn in Terraria nonstop, and you kind of have to fend them off and whatnot. But like I am not completely sure on that because like I haven't actually like played Terraria on like proper where like actually know what's going on instead of having things handed over to me like candy and it's just like, oh, I'm strong now, or oh, I can teleport everywhere, you know. So it's still one of the games that I want to do on stream. Although it'll probably be frustrated to watch because you guys are gonna have to like see me like figure everything out without me looking up stuff and whatnot. Maybe. Also, what's this? Ah, right. This area. Alright, Necro. Take your time. Enjoy your food too when you get it. One thing I'm glad for is we have these water pools around our house. Good luck on Terraria. You had your time playing it. Yeah. Yeah, I figured. It's something along the lines of like what you could play, I think. I mean, I'd try it too, but somehow I gravitated through to Minecraft like much more than excuse me. I actually like Terraria. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, that sounds nice. Hold on. Jesus. All right. Ooh, my throat. Oh God. Hopefully you don't have to. Oh yeah, I've heard of that. Hardcore mode. That's gonna be hilarious. This raw rabbit is interesting. But yeah, I think we're gonna have to go mining, guys. We might have to go mining. Oh my god. Is it finally time to go back to the mines again? We shall see. Let's start prepping, I guess. Oh. What do I have here? Oh, nice. That. Smart for us to have a bunch of food, just in case. You were a yo-yo user? That sounds neat. The fact that you could utilize a yo-yo like that. And just like that, it's already sundown. We need that and that. Match. Does this not work? It does. So what the heck? I mean, it's neat that the fact that you can even use a yo-yo to begin with to like, do stuff with, you know, so. Alright, let's sleep. The blood moon is rising. Rises. Do I not have a bag behind me? I do not. I feel like I had 2 bags at some point. Or am I misremembering? Nope. Yo-yo sounds incredibly interesting. And also, bruh, it's so freaking hot here. How do I cool off? We need frost rods for this stuff. Which I do not have that. Technically, a bunch of our equipment is expendable, so we'll just do this. Have that. Leave this here. Do that. Yeah, I could. I'm about to go down to caves, actually. I'm just prepping. Just prepping to make sure that, you know, I'm ready somehow, somewhat. Let's not forget our handy dandy chest of doom. But yeah, I do want an ender pearl, so we are going down. I'm gonna try that summoning staff, or like that one of our viewers like recommended me to do. And then we'll try to grab a reaper pet. I'll even name it after you, Blade. If I do get one. Hello there. Jesus. Yeah, I got packs of punch. Holy. And I forgot the one most important thing to bring with me. Freaking bandages. I think it was it was somebody, but it was a very, very helpful tip either way. And so I appreciate them for that. I might try that. Also, cannot believe that we killed our first chupacabra just like that. I mean, I can't believe it, but at the same time, this is me we're talking about. So. Let's bring these. Right, I have a bunch of HP. There we go. Now we go back. Ow. There we go. We have some bandages, just in case. But that was a pet that I technically want. A chupacabra. You see how aggressive those guys are? They'll be very useful, in my opinion. But I need to be able to tame them first. And that is usually where the problem lies. Right, this place is lit up, kinda, sorta, maybe. Hello there, creeper. Yep. I figured that would happen. Let's put the box here. Just in case. I don't know why I have 3 compasses. But we'll leave some of the important stuff in here. Like half of our food, for example. I can hear a witch. And I see that. What? Hello? Ow. Woo! What the? Eh? The tremor? What the absolute flying hell? That was the first time I seen that. The fuck? It's right there. What the? Woo! Woo! Holy crap. Alright, they're both inside there. I should be able to dodge around them to grab my stuff. But what the fuck was that? Never mind. He's floating right there. What is this shit? What in the... Tremor level 3. Yeah, I could gear up. I could. It's a good thing I keep spares. Also, you follow me, actually. If you can, anyway. If you can't, that's also fine. I was just wondering where that tremor even came from. Like, that wasn't here the first time. Right, I found some of my stuff. There's my chest armor. Yep, there's my boots. Yeah. Stop stealing my stuff. Thank you. Yeah, it probably did. I'm still missing some stuff, but it could be blown up too because of that tremor, dude. Is the witch still here, though, is the question. Because if it's still here, then we're still in a pickle. That said, I don't really mind getting rid of that witch. Bro, these guys destroying my pool of water. What the fuck? Also you. Thanks. Give me back my shit. Thank you. I don't really care about the XP. So we have a bunch of it. Like, we already put in, so... I do not mind that, but yeah. Alright, let's go down here. What the fuck happened? We're missing some torches, actually. Ah. I know where this is now. We'll bring this guy as our bodyguard, but this is honestly why I wanted a bunch of cockatrices, because we could use them as like little guards and whatnot. Slaughter the youngling. Rude. But yeah, I mean, that is something I technically have to do. But yeah, we're keeping a bunch of our armor here for now. Yeah, that's why I kept like some of the stuff like in here, because death is for something pretty much that can happen to you in RLCraft wherever and whenever. So best that you expect to happen. Right, we're good. Now we have this dude with us. And I'm still missing 18 torches though. What gives? Hello, Viscarius. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, I think I already died twice. As it is. We don't want to be in here. Not yet. You seen the tremor bop me? Good. What the hell are these guys, man? Why are they so rude to me? Now that said, I am missing torches. I don't know where the hell they dropped it. And now I have to make new ones. What was that? Oh, it's a golden nymph. I got nervous for a second and thought that the tremor was essentially at my house. I was about to be like, not like this, bro. Also, give me a second, cockatrice. I'll be back with you in a moment. Let me just make some of these real quick. Thank you. Bring these enemies with us. I'll just bring all of them. Night vision is good, actually. I wonder if I can have that nymph as a pet so I can bring it with me. You have my torches, don't you? Nope, he doesn't. The kobolds are now like very close to my must kill like what you call it, my must kill census, cause they be out here trolling the shit out of me. Right. And I do not have an axe, and therefore we'll make an axe. Coolin'. Let's go. What the hell is happening? Oh my god. Where's the creeper? Oh shit. God. Ah! Jesus Christ. Calm yourselves. Because I sure as hell I'm not calm. Thank you, my little bird. What the? Ow. Are you okay? You're not okay. Bro, I'm scared. Come back up here, actually. We need to heal you a bit. Oh my god, did we just get 2 wither skeletons from that? That's hilarious. Also, right, I need to figure out what to feed you, because you're dying. And we don't want that. Do we need to get you to a nymph? That way you could heal yourself. Heal yourself now! There you go. Much better, much better. But yeah, this guy pretty much fended up like some of those enemies with us. So that's really good. Alright, that's good. This guy is now thriving. No need to worry about him. Also, I'm not sure how do you clip anyway in the first place. I mean, I have done it for like Blade, I think, like a couple. You just basically like clip a certain section. I did like clip here and there, but I typically clip like after. I don't clip like during. At least for my streams anyway. Also, we weren't lucky. Also, hello, Jerry Liquor. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you again. Chimkin. Yeah, Chimkin. Yep, these guy got some of my torches. It was that guy that had my torches. What do you know it? Who'da thunk it? Do you see it's not your rotten flesh? All good. I mean, I don't particularly mind like if they die really, but you know, they're nifty to have around. Let's go down again. Well, I see that guy right there. It's not letting me edit. It's a problem. Oh, I'm not sure that why that's the case then. Okay. Oops. Not necessarily what I want to do, but let's make sure everything's lit up here because we don't want, you know, one of those screamers basically getting us in the back. And that's exactly not what I wanted to do, but you know, here we are. Yep. Hello there, zombie man. Do you eat this? Oh, he can't eat zombie flesh. You're right. You're right, Blade. He does eat zombie flesh. Thank you. And make sure to put a thing here. Iron. We also want some of those heart shard like ore nodes too. So be on the lookout for those. We want those actually. Because those hearts, we can make it into whole hearts and it'll give us actual like extra heart on a body part. And we want to have those. Alright, let's make sure to go back to our chest every so often, fill it up, and make sure that we do bring back loot to us. It's nighttime. I want to sleep actually. Alright. Where my chicken at? Oh, he's right here. Can you move? There you go. Okay, this is a dead end, technically. Where's my pet at? Abandoned when I needed them the most. Beepo Smoge. Hey, I'm right here, guy. Alright. Another one down. I can hear that. Usually not a good thing to hear. What a tiny shield is that? Yeah, it's just a stone shield. I haven't made an iron shield yet. Because I'm being absolutely cheap as shit. I want you guys to remember that, like, all of the items that I have, I didn't actually make them myself, aside from the shields and stuff. I just basically robbed them from structures near villages that I've found. Like, these are actual just stuff that I've randomly picked up here and there. Never actually made any of these at all. Right, so before we go and continue, let's put some of these in there. Because as much as I want to keep some of these levels, when you're in a cave in RLCraft, it's just way too easy for you to die. So we're not taking those kind of chances with our EXP bar right now. Yep, that's me, the greedy little cat goblin. That's for sure. I mean, you guys have already seen it. Like, how many bad situations have I put myself in just trying to get some extra loot? And paying for it, by the way. I think I paid for so much in No Man's Sky. Just trying to be absolutely greed lord, you know? So, like, I'm not, I'm not the epitome of, I mean, sometimes I am careful, don't get me wrong. But typically my greed goes before my senses on being careful, so to speak. So yeah. What? Okay, well, you're putting loot back in the box. That way, like, if we do actually die, it won't hurt us too much. Well, it'll hurt us either way, but, like, at least some of the stuff is kept in the chest that we can easily have access to. As I come back to it every so often. Because you don't know what can happen in these caves, man. Let me tell you. Funky things can happen. Yes, I am the local cat goblin. Back and ready for the duty of streaming again. Hoping I don't get ill again after my next, like, portion of the vacation comes around. Oh my god, I just fell. I do not want to. Ooh. I probably will. As I said, like, I know about that game, man. I don't think I'll survive. It's already hard enough for me to survive in RLCraft as it is. Oh yeah, outside? Hello there, my faithful chicken. My faithful chicken of one. One thing I was contemplating on, like, playing on stream though is, like, Anno. The Anno series of games. I haven't actually bought Pox for Mana yet. I'm waiting for a bigger discount. But I was thinking of doing that. But I'm, like, super baby. I don't really like conflict. I just like the city building aspect of it, you know? So that's why I thought, like, yeah, maybe that might be a little too boring for people to watch or something like that. Because I am a pure baby mode. Whenever pirates or, like, other people destroy my shit, I mauled so hard. It's not even funny. Yay. Where the fuck am I? What the? What are you? How'd that hit my head for yellow? What the fuck? Alright, we killed it. Holy shit. We are about to die though. Let's regroup a little bit right here. Speaking of which, are you okay? Okay, you're fine. Alright, let's go back and like put this into, yeah, that was almost like me dying there. Yeah, I can agree. Because I was like, yo, I hate them because like they go out of my field of view way too quickly sometimes for me to like really defend properly. But that's also par for the course with me, you know, so. Alright, let's go. We shall continue. Right, some coal. If anything, they can replace, you know, the mana torches that we use to just light up this entire place. Right, we're fine. Let's put this back again in our chest real quick. Maybe I should have did more matches, and honestly, maybe I should have just bought flint and steel instead. Because it does feel like we'll be using a lot. Well, we'll make a bunch of matches when we get back. We just need birch and some paper. But overall, not really an impressive haul. We did get a few iron, but like this is nothing really to like, you know, be impressed. I'm glad we got at least some coal and some iron. I could do with more though. Also, yeah, that one zombie down there trying to get back up to me in vain. Funny. Alright. Chiyo going back down again. Well, not down, but around right here. Trying to discover more of these areas a little bit. What is this? Alright, we need to go back. Well, go back to replenish supplies. Because that's the end of the road with some of our torches. Plus, we need to make a bunch of matches, clearly. And a flint and steel for good measure. clearly. Also, I can hear those roars. This cave system is actually pretty extensive down here. There's like a bunch of ways that you can go down. Honestly, oh! Jesus! Honestly, Jesus Christ. Thank you for the redeem, Necro. I appreciate it. We'll keep this stuff in here, just cause. We'll need them later. But let's put out the stuff that we can actually, like, bring back home to utilize. But yeah, this chest is the checkpoint chest that we have to ensure that we bring back important stuff. Yeah, because I can die on the way home too. Absolutely, yes. Now, luckily, right? Another way that that can happen is if I essentially go home and then an event started and I couldn't get back inside early enough for me to like be able to save stuff. Now that can happen. Most likely will happen at some point, but will be very, very unfortunate if it did. If it did happen. I was gonna say, like, these, like, zombie flesh are so useless, but then, you know, I seen what they could do. Also, we can build a portal to the nether, not that we'll actually go to the nether anytime soon. Because, I know far too well that RLCraft will probably not have a decent, end experience for me. I will probably die. And God isn't hot in here. Let me soak. Let me soak in the water. Hello there, chicken. How you feeling? I'm vibing right here. You're a little too close, pal. Trying to get experience so I could basically get freaking mining 15. I think I need 16 to get diamonds to actually like get the diamonds physically myself, so let's go. And because of that, I just remembered we should feed our chickens too. Hello? Okay. Yeah, it just really reminds me. It double reminds me that no, I don't got sheep anymore. What the hell, guys? I wish they stopped killing my sheep. And also, it's so hot. Let's go here. Guess we'll increase our cows too. Yeah, some of them got hurt. Well, or maybe this is me like trying to kill them. That's very plausible, honestly. It's probably me killing them. So are you good? You're about to drown right there. Let's go back home, sir. I wish I could make this chicken my mount, but you know, I don't think there's a saddle for that. Or maybe there is. Maybe there actually is. I have to try putting a saddle on the cockatrice and see if like that works that way. That works, I think, how I think it would work. Whee! Yes, I know what we came here for. I just wanted to make sure that I get that out of the way, because breeding the chickens is good for us, ultimately, in the long run. Make a bunch of these. I should save this, honestly. I make it way too often anyway. Uh-oh. Might have made too much. Ree. Oh well. Nice. And we keep all of these, aside from one in here. Have some water. Put it in here. Refill that. Grab some charcoal paper. And do that. Nice. Okay, so we're looking at 64 torches again. Let's put the extra coal in here. Then let's bring some bandages with us again. And we should be ready to go. Oh, wait. I don't know why I'm bringing this with me. I should leave that back up. I am burning. Okay, let's go. We'll be able to go back to the cave and dig again. It's just we have to cool off before I start taking damage from absolutely freaking nothing again. Also, I am aware that we don't have a iron pickaxe yet. I mean, if we find diamonds, we can't dig them quite yet. But I just want to make sure that we get the area scoped out. Ow. Owie! Alright, let's go. I'm about to start singing the Baldur's Gate, like, Down Down by the River theme. But I don't want to get copyrighted, so there you guys go. Just have a mental image of it. As I'm going down this little crevice that I found and been digging at for now. Alright, so we do know that this is well, not a dead end, that's for sure. Very, very curious set of pathways right here. We got some coal at least. We have to go further. Why are you exceptionally tough? Whew. Are you alright, cockatrice? Holy shit. That guy beat us the fuck up. Also, thank you for the hydrate and posture check, Jerry Liquor. Appreciate it. I'm actually shrimping. Those who live a healthy lifestyle. Mood. Yeah. Once I'm actually able to sleep more than 4 hours a day, I would definitely appreciate that. Fucking good. What? How did he get me from there? Oh well. But yeah, thank you for the redeem. Also hydrating. Oh, you're back here. Nice. I was so scared that I might have lost you. Alright, let's go back. That guy got me. Punk ass. I was thinking that that guy should have been like much more easily killed with the pickaxe, but I mean, I was only using a stone pickaxe, so maybe the quality of the pickaxe also mattered, but eh. Details, details. Well, that's not good. But yes, I appreciate the healthy lifestyle reminders. That would be really, really good. Also, I need to be starting to work out a bit soon myself. Oh, there's my stuff. A bunch of them. Oh, glad I got everything back. Glad there wasn't a silly little rat that would take my stuff. Sometimes they do. They just do. Excuse me. But yeah, alright. Let's go back to continue to dig. But yeah, definitely... I mean, I'm still dying, don't get me wrong, but this is much more manageable than like having the basic armor with stone tools and stuff. Or stone weapons, rather. I heard that. Thank you. You are an MVP, as always. I appreciate you. Oh yeah, we're definitely bringing this back up. Well, this is not the way up. Let's go back down, actually. I almost got lost down here. Well, I think that's something that can eventually happen, honestly. Knowing me, yeah, that's a very, very possible thing that can happen right here. So don't be surprised if I did. Minecraft caving be like. Minecraft caving and RLCraft never fails to not amuse, I suppose. sure that we light this up. Ow! What the fuck? Well, that guy shot me from like 10 miles away. Alright, we're fine. Let's go continue digging. I just want to make sure that those places are lit up first before, you know, before something happens. And what is this? Oh, there's still a pathway back. Alright. Excuse me. Alright, I guess. Oh! What the f... Yep, as I told you guys, very, very, very surprising. Well, at least my chicken's here. They survived that ordeal. It is nice that they come back with you. I find it a very, very handy. Though I don't find it handy that I keep dying to things. But, oh shit. Well, goodbye. Put me out of my misery, guys. What the fuck was that? An ender pearl. You know what? Worth. Put this shit. I'm ending stream. I cannot believe I just did that. The one time I found an ender pearl, and you know what I did? I fucking threw it to the chest. Anyways, we got a pretty annoying thing down there. What? Bruh. It killed my chicken and then it killed me. What is this freaking rat? Alright, time to pick that up again. We in a death loop. Alright, let's that's not gonna work. Let's despawn that guy real quick. Guy is too strong. That looked like a different colored ramen too. So let's go out of like render distance a little bit and then come back. And then see if that despawned. If it did, then we'll pick up our stuff and then we'll continue downwards to pick up the rest of the stuff that I lost. Hopefully it's still there, but I would not be surprised if it wasn't anymore, you know? Considering the amount of time it took me to kind of like mess around right here. But it is what it is. Well, that's part of my... And honestly, this would have been all worth it if I had not like stupidly threw that ender pearl that I freaking needed to make a summoning staff. Like, all I needed was an ender pearl. And I still very, very, very sillily threw it instead of putting it into the chest. Like, come on, bro. What the heck? Alright, he shouldn't be here anymore. Which is good. But also, we don't have a pet anymore. That's not good. But let's go back and try to pick up the stuff that we lost somewhere around about like right here. I honestly don't know where we even died, bro. Ah, I know where we died. Cool. I think we got most of everything. Though let's regroup a little bit before we do that. Nope, not there. I don't have my copper trees anymore, so that means like I'm getting less defended. It's more likely for me to die underneath here now than before. Not that, you know, it 100% like super, like I 100% live, but having a pet would be nice to kind of deter certain stuff. Buy you time and all that stuff. Although the problem is with the pet is that you kind of hit it yourself too when you swing your sword and all that lovely stuff. So it is unfortunate. And I think I am missing an axe actually. We'll find it. Right now we're good. Might try to see a few more things, but at the very least, right? We figured out one thing. It's those dark, fat, floaty mother dudes that actually drop the ender pearls. And the Gru. There you go. I remember now. It's the Gru that drop those ender pearls. So if you want more, you need to fight those Grus, essentially. Well, I want one. And I would have had it too if I didn't, you know, foolishly threw it away. But mistakes happen. And here we are, paying for said mistakes. But let's make sure everything's lit up, right? You don't want another incident of us goofing up far too much. Right. I like how the music in contrast is so peaceful. Yeah, it's good. My trip is anything but peaceful. That's right, come up here. I have the high ground. Alright. You coming back up or you just gonna stay there? Cool. I see a Gru. This is getting dangerously deep down levels of territory. Is that a Gru? Or is that something else? It is a Gru. Oh no. Oh. Oh yeah, we're done for. Alright, let's sleep. I don't even know where they killed us. Ah. Well, newsflash, everybody. We have an enemy outside. Well, that's not necessarily new. We need to get rid of them. Stat. Shield. Oh, but we need an axe for this thing. Right. There we go. And then we have... Let's make sure that this is also a thing. Now we deal with this little intruder outside our house. Ow! Fuck! He hurts. I did it. Whew. God, he hurt. Holy crap. Iron armor. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of them in my chest. I figured why not use them since I did, like, steal them off from, like, you know, from towns that I've been around on, so. Right. That said, our stuff down there is probably lost. Because I still had to deal with that whatever intruder that was outside. Plus I have weakness right now. That's not good. I wonder if there's like a way to spawn a Gru. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, I just need to have a Gru in a safer spot. Maybe if I... Ooh. That wasn't quite good. Alright, so where did I fall last time? What's this? Ah, squid. What? Did I just get one shot by that dark blade? I did. Oh well. Right. Clearly, that's a sign for us to go back up the ground. Take everything that we can get back. Go back up. Wonder if I can at least retrieve that though. We'll see. But if I have to fight that again, probably no thank you, I guess. Let's bring back everything first. Then I'll try to come back and see if I can get any of those stuff that I lost, but doubt it. Also, the area that we did die in, I feel like I actually got, like, transported or, like, fell underneath that, or, like, basically that hole. And then I did see lava a little bit, so... Yeah, those items down there, 100% are done, so... Not really something I expected to survive from. Okay, we can do that. Some of that. Got some slimy windings. Want some extra coal. Oops. that here, put that here. Put the sows in here. I suppose the only thing regrettable in that, regrettable losing in the entire shit that I have was the water skin. Just because of how expensive it is to make those with leather, but you know. That said, I do have to find sheep. That would probably be the next objective. Just to emergency resupply our sheep, because the wool is useful. The more chickens we have, the better. The more chances for us to have cockatrices. Honestly, I should make an entire, like, lair of those cockatrices. And then, like, have them accompany me while digging or something. Or exploring. But right now, we're just thinking. Alright, let's go back and pick up, like, that stuff from the Darkling if it still hasn't despawned. I doubt it, though. I think it would have already despawned. But getting one shot by a level 3 Darkling was just a freaking trip. Like, what do you mean by that? But hey, that is RLCraft for you, I guess. The one shots are part of the are pretty much a fair deal, you know. But good thing we have the good old trusty chest of, you know, chest of safety right there. Also, why am I still hot as heck? Alright, we're equalizing in temp now. But still annoying. Yeah, we gotta deal with that. Yep, so there's my stuff. Yep, that's where I drop, and that's where the rest of my shit is. But judging from that distance, that's pretty much a no-go. No bueno, no-go. So, we'll leave it there for now. We will come back down here again when we got more stuff. Well, we got more pets, rather. Like, it doesn't matter whether we have more stuff or not, because, like, the likelihood of me dying there is actually very high. It's just a matter of, like, well, what do I have that can deter me from dying? And that scared the shit out of me. That scared the living heck out of me. I'm out. At least I recovered some stuff. I'm Gucci. But yes, the way that this would have been a win is essentially if we had gotten back that freaking ender pearl, the singular one that we found. But derp that I am, I used it. And it spawned an endermite of all things that killed me. I need to clip that later. Because that was just a series of... That was just me being so clumsy. That was so tragic. Right. Let's back a sword here. Put back a shield here. Put some armor back in here. And now we'll do our next objective. Let's put actually a treat right here. Plant treat. Plant creatures can be tamed by this. Oh. Interesting. Demon treat. Insect. Aquatic. Halloween. Pork. The avian treat. Oh, the silex meat. Okay. Whale steak. Reptile treat. Rabbit croquet. Yeah, croquets are great. Hate them with a passion. Not gonna lie to you guys. Alright, let's see some of that cake that I put in here. Usually just put them there as decoration. Also, look at that. Look at the string of deaths over here. The real RLCraft experience right there. Yes, this is why we don't bring everything with us. We only bring necessary stuff. Let's bring us some wheat too. Let's go find some sheep right now, actually. Hopefully there's like a few around. That is a dragon ashfall. Oh my god. Let's leave. Let's leave this entire thing all together and let's go back to ATF then. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Jesus. Wait. Ooh, our wheat here's growing. We want that actually. So while that crake is over there terrorizing my local vicinity, I'm just going to be farming right here while increasing the amount of chickens that I have anyway. Okay. And we have a bunch of seeds, we have a bunch of wheat. Aside from, of course, the ones that we've already brought with us. And now it's chicken feeding time. Propagate, my children. Can I, thank you, there we go. Let me up. There you go. I go through these. And these. Sadly, no other egg yet. No bad egg. a rotten egg. That's fine, we'll get it eventually. And we do want to increase the amount of chickens that we have right there, though, so. Hi, Necro. What's up? I'm over here chilling in the water pool before I get, busted out, but I need to find sheep. Actually, hold on. If I can get level 16 mining, that would be great, actually. Yeah. Oh, bro, if the skill reset, like, every time I died, I would not be playing this game anymore. That'd be too difficult for me. But I died a whole bunch. And lost my entire stuff. Well, the armor and stuff that I was wearing up on the way up here anyway, so. It is unfortunate, but that's part of the game, RLCraft is all about that in particular. It's not too surprising for me. Right, 16 poggers. Nice, we got what we wanted. Now, sheep. Where can I find a sheep, bro? Surely not too far away from here. Maybe. Kinda. Ah! Hello there. No. Don't go, don't leave. I need you right at the second, my good sir. There we go. Now we can drag this guy all the way back. And we're going to be very, very slowly walking back to our house. At the very least, there's some nearby. That's good. Yee. No dragon at least. Sheep number 1, get. Now we just need another sheep or two. Honestly, it would be preferable if we had 4. That way, like, it's much more easier to repopulate. But I'll take what I can get, honestly. Ow. And we don't have a bed, so let's actually go back. And here I was, like, looking there. I'm like, wait, it's almost nighttime. I should rest up soon or something. And then I remembered. If skills reset when we die, I'd be actually sad as hell. Because that'd be like, bruh. Complete a bruh moment right there. Our home is a little quiet without our cockatrices around. We must get revenge for them at some point. Right. I'm gonna go back and grab another sheep. This is not where well, this is where I went earlier. Then if so, then yep, there it is. Hello there. You're coming home with me. You guys are my friends now. Very, very slowly walking with this sheep. Although the way that we walk with the sheep, a little funny. Look at that. Oops. The point of view is hilarious. Okay. Propagate my children. Have I bred you all yet? Not yet, clearly. There we go. And we are out. Excuse everybody. Nice. A rotten egg. Sadly, nope. Of course, now that we want more, want more cockatrices, they won't give it to us like this. Alright. Number of chickens are increasing. That's good. Now we go back and reconsider my plans. I can still go down and dig down there, but I've had better chances trying to spawn a Gru up close to the earth. Get a cockatrice to kill it for me, or help me kill it for me, And then get the ender pearl if we get it. Oh, wait. Also, yep, an extra bed that we have prepared for ourselves just in the event that we did perish. Which we did, 100%. 23 iron. This one, I don't think like we're lacking in iron. More so, we need more hearts. Another tower one would be nice. Probably. Or, hear me out. Let's go back to that town that had the tower to begin with. And then go to the place where we got a bunch of the iron stuff and see if there's anything we can loot around there. Or if there's any other like a place that we can go around there. Oops, what's happening to my encoding preset? Okay, there you go. We're good. We're good. And we'll go here. Village with a tower nearby that got horrifically burned by a dragon that decided that enough was enough. Clearly, around here. And now this is the consequence of that. The wagon. Hi, Duck. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you've been good. Moo. You bought an Nefa merch? I based. Inefa is so good. Like, I will admit that first, right? I was not a fan of how her design was, basically. She felt dull when I first saw her drip marketing. But after like seeing a bunch of her trailers, teasers, plus like her relationship with Aino in general, and her vibe with like with the Not Cry cast, plus in the Natland cast it was pretty good. But like she really shone in tandem with Aino. I really loved Enefa. And honestly, I might pull for her weapon on the Columbina banner, right? I'm actually only 10 pulls before reaching pity on the weapon banner. Now I do know that the 50-50 for it doesn't carry over, right? I know that's a thing, so don't worry about that. But honestly, I don't mind whether I get Columbina's weapon or her weapon in general. I think it'll be W either way. That's just me though. All I'm saying is Enefa is good. Enefa is love and life. Really like her. That's fine, because you know what? If I get the Wolf's Gravestone, I would be very happy too. Finally, Diluc would have his weapon. His drip weapon. Right? I mean, and also that comes with the territory, you know. Losing, winning, and all that stuff. That's gotcha for you. You gamba. You gamba on stuff. And that's a gamba I'm willing to take. Two weapons that I'm willing to lose to, I would take that. I would take that gamble. I actually don't know. I haven't read what Columbina's like weapon does. All I know is it does look like Nouvelette's hair. Her weapon, that is. I saw it and I'm like, yo, that really looks like Nouvelette's hairstyle. For some reason. Don't know why Hoyo decided to do that. Oh, wait. Did I? I did not, clearly. Yeah, I mean, it also gives like a bunch of like reaction like related damage, you know, for nod for like not like a lunar stuff in particular, and I did pull for lunar characters, Flints basically, you know, right? So I am keen on, as I said, like I'm going to take the bet of either losing or winning on that weapon banner, because both like weapons are really good to begin with. Gives HP, crit damage, and some energy. Wait, so it's a good weapon for Noviet too. Well, aside from the lunar charge, like the lunar charge, what you call it, like part of it, I suppose. Well, that's a lot of books. You can't wait to run Varesa, Columbina, Inefan, Janssen? Right. I mean, my Varesa team is actually Varesa, Shanyun, Furina, and Janssen. So now that like there's going to be somebody that could, you know, also augment that and be a healer to boot, right? I'm totally down for that. What are you doing? Why are you opening and closing that door? You goose. Like I can actually run Electro Charge Varesa. You know, one thing I do regret is like not being able to get Varesa's weapon. I know it's really good. It's really cute too. I actually like Varesa a ton. She's like me for real, for real. And you know what that is? We like to eat. Granted, I don't eat as much as her though. Varesa's in a league of that on her own. But boy, do I relate. Good food is good food, man. You should have gotten her weapon instead of C1. I mean, that really depends on what like on what is, well, if you're like 100% like optimizing on Varesa stats, of course, then I could say that like you know, if KQM, or like basically if calculations essentially said that, oh, this will be better for Varesa, then yeah. But typically for me, right, I would prefer to get like no matter how like either optimized or unoptimized it is. If I want a character, I would get their weapon and then their copy first of all. That would be the first things that I would prioritize. So, but that's just me though. Not saying people should do what I did, but at the time, like I'm just full of trying to get Natland characters at the same time too. Honestly, was surprised that I was able to get almost all of them. Although I did not get a bunch of, well, I think I got like what, Lolly and Moika's what you call it signature. I'm still feeling under the weather, so the exercise routines are still off. I still have coughing and all that, but I'm getting better bit by bit, day by day. I think like the day that I actually streamed ATM 10 became like one of the worst days, health wise, basically. I was feeling really dead. And then afterwards, like I think I actually did have a fever. Hey, I mean I'll be fine, and thank you. Like it should be at the tail end of the flu soon. Now, see, the problem is that, right? I got this flu by touching grass and visiting my family for the holidays. I literally got sick as soon as I got back. And I'm about to leave again, basically, to meet up with my grandmother at like the last week of January. So it's just like I'm dreading the fact that I excuse me, I might get sick again, bro. I don't want that. I don't want to get sick again. It's the worst. Like I don't want to like complain too much and whatnot. Though it's whatever. It's my stream anyway. Like who can tell me what I can or cannot do in my own like platform anyway, right? Uh, it sucked. It sucked to be sick. That's for sure. Yeah, I know. Next week, like I have to do the Genshin like Archon quest on stream. So do look forward to that, guys. I'll be streaming it right here. Uh, we might do. I mean, I think I should be fine at Monday, even if like I'll probably still be a little sick still. But coming like next week, I should be able to do streams the normal way. And with like Archon quests, yeah, we might we might actually do that. I don't know whether I want to do both Archon quests in one sitting. Probably not. Probably not like in one sitting, but we are going to do an entire act in like one day. And then the next one as well. No matter how long that takes, or I'll do my best to do that anyways, right? Excuse me. Also forgive me if I hope you guys like don't mind if I eat as well, like in the middle, because these are conquests are getting longer and longer, as you guys could probably see, in Genshin. So yeah, that's going to be a thing. Also, 8-hour stream, I don't mind that, but like it'll probably be like multiple games and not just one game, because like being completely honest with you guys, like 3.5 hours is about like something I could, well, aside from very, very few particular games, right? FF14 being one of them. Like, there's not a lot of games I can stand like playing for too long. Unless I'm actively like reading out a story or something. You might be too busy to do both in one sitting. Yeah, I feel that. Make sure you pace yourself too. That, and if you can't do it in one sitting, make sure you stay away out of social media. They have the 5-hour Fontaine Act 5. Yeah, I mean, I was doing a story, so I was able to do that straight up. Like I said, I just can't play something without like an active story going on in the background to like amuse me, basically. That was fine. And honestly, I'm gonna be real with you guys, like the Meripede section, Act 3, didn't feel as bad for me, although I did get lost a lot, but it's still one of the Fontaine's like weaker arcs, that's for sure. But it was certainly amusing trying to play prisoner to a place that didn't actually want to imprison us in the first place. Yeah. Yeah, those elevators got me really messed up, man. It's just like I don't know what were they thinking about those. You actually felt like you were in prison. Yeah, all the menial tasks and whatnot. But still, we got a pretty VIP treatment in Meropede, in my opinion. Like even the Duke literally came and greeted us and essentially was like, "Yeah, I know what you're here for. I know what you're here for, but I'll treat you guys as my prisoners for formality. But like, I know who sent you guys. Basically, it's like that meme of like, I know what you are, pretty much. So it definitely you want to beat up dudes for coupons. Honestly, I thought that's what we were going to do too. I mean, there was that world quest, right? That technically let us do that. Not gonna spoil which, unless you have already done them. But there is a world quest that technically pivots you to do something like that. You'll find out once you've done some world quests in there. Trust me. If anything, like Fontaine, like if you could follow the lore, Fontaine has one of, if not the best, like world quests. That's like continually like repeating throughout the entire game. As you seen like with Nodcry and Sandrone and the Narcissan Codes like Saga. Honestly, it's not as long as the Aranara, and even then the Aranara quest was good. Just a lot of terms in general that basically made our heads go boom. But Fontaine's world quests are peak. I 100% recommend doing them. And BGM 100. It's worth it, I promise you. Like I like how a lot of the Narcissan Kreutz stuff is relevant to Not Cry. Not gonna specify anything because again, spoodlers. But yeah, one of the most relevant story quests. Not to say that the others are bad, just saying that basically theirs has been pretty much a recurrent theme. Did 4 acts of Fontaine in one. Woo! Jesus Christ, sucked shit out of me. Thank you for that redeem, Necro. Uh, in one day, that's insane. I think I did like Act 1. I did like Act 1 and then a little bit of Act 2 afterwards. Because I wanted to give the Traveler the time to be all grumpy and stuff. The worst thing about doing things on content, I mean, I understand why the Traveler reacted the way they reacted, right? On that point. Even if it was like very, very hypocritical of them. But I'm over here like yapping about stuff that's not really related to the game. That's so funny. But it's okay. This is me to a T anyway. But yeah, I do understand why they reacted the way they did. But yeah. Prison was actually fairly exciting at the start, and then it became like routine. So I can understand why, like, you would think it's boring. To me, it was just hilarious. It was entertaining, you know. I feel like the Traveler is just being the Traveler, in my opinion. Being very hypercritical, and that's what people are, technically, right? Like a lot of people are usually like, not saying everybody, of course. There's some people, right? There's some people that are like do basically do what I say but not what I do. And as with anything, they can be blinded by their own emotions, shortcomings, and basically point of view, So the difference in reaction with with Tartaglia and Linny was, I suppose, like at the very least from my perspective, right? Why I can probably like accept the Traveler being the way they are with their initial reaction with Linny and Lynette was essentially like, yeah, you know. Tartaglia outright said, "Oh, I'm Fatui." Straight up, no BS, basically. And then we had that little moment with the story quest, pretty much, where the Traveler resonated with the sibling stuff and whatnot. But that doesn't excuse what Tartaglia did in Liyue, despite, of course, that being a plan of, of the people that we do know at the time, right? Now, for Lini and Lynette, they knew they were Fatui. They knew the Traveler. But they didn't tell the Traveler who they were. And Traveler went to court, basically, for them, fully believing that they were not basically part of anything. And I suppose that's where the betrayal feeling came from, you know? Not saying that it's 100% justified, but what the fuck are you? Excuse me, I'm busy monologuing about Genshin right now. And you're only taking 12% damage. Not even 12. You're only taking a piddle amount of damage per hit. Yeah, well, that was the plan. It doesn't mean that he was not ready to do anything should the situation suffice it. He did summon a Sile. Or at least like facilitated the summoning of it, you know? He didn't want to involve them because people were weak. He didn't want to involve weak people. That's what he said. Ultimately, he still had the intentions, basically, right? And fair, you know. That was for his country, right? I understand that perspective. That was his mission, you know, and that's cool with me, right? But yes, it was according to Zhongli and the Signora's plans at the time, because Zhongli already had a contract with the Tsaritsa to begin with. So yes, but still, it doesn't discount the fact that Child was willing to do it anyway. And that's why there was this little kerfuffle with Tartaglia. I understand why he did it. Like, it's completely, for Tartaglia's like side, it's like, it's completely the most logical thing that he could do. He's a harbinger, basically, you know? That's just what it is for Tartaglia. No hate on him, of course. He was just doing his job, in my opinion. Though for the people of Liyue, that's of course disastrous. Potentially disastrous, if not for the fact that it was planned to begin with. You know? But yeah. Point is though, like I've strayed a little bit to the point where it's like Child outright stated what he was, basically. And that he had something to gain by currying favor with the traveler. Linny and Lynette did not. Not that they wanted to curry favor from the traveler to begin with, right? Because after all, they did not expect that little plot line at the opera house. But still, when the push come to the shove, the traveler did not know, was angry at the fact that they didn't tell him, despite the fact that if they did in fact tell the traveler that they were Fatui, right, he would be just as suspicious, basically, just as he was with Tartaglia, right? And that is where the hypocrisy comes from, at least from my perspective. Again, this is my perspective. People are free to disagree, of course, because, you know, it's a story. We all have our interpretations of it, you know? But, like, yeah. That is where, like, where the little I'm hurt, like, little segment came from. And honestly, it was really stupid because you know why? Immediately after Act 1 and 2, you could actually do Linny story quest, right? And then everything's all peachy. Now that I will give Genshin shit for, right? Granted, right? Like there's like a way around it. Like it's hard to really like justify it like in real life like scenario. Like how do you make up with a person that you kind of was like that you slighted a little bit, you know, because they betrayed you, essentially, right? Like it's so awkward. I wanted to have like proper closure, honestly, you know, or at least like a proper like yeah we're good now, you know, kind of deal, you know, because that's just the person I am. But yeah, but sometimes it's basically just like yo, I heard you're basically doing a magic show. I'm interested, which was essentially like Linny's like entire thing. Yeah. I like Lamine because she's cute. She is a goddess. I quite like Lumine's appearance. Not to say that Aether looks bad because he fuck's sake. Can't do anything in this game. Jesus. Yeah, I like Lumine's new skin too. I love it a lot, actually. More of that, please. I have to see Aether skin, but I don't actually have Aether as a character. You guys are gonna have to send me screenshots of you guys Aether once you've all like completed like the Archon quest and whatnot, because I don't have Aether as my protagonist. I am Lumine for life. But yeah, you know, if you guys want, you could send me screenshots on Discord about it. Because I do want to see like Aether's outfit. I feel like it's good. I feel like it make honestly, like not gonna lie to you guys, for anybody that's played Honkai Impact Third, he gives me, and this is not a slight, but Aether's new outfit reminds me of Auto Apocalypse. And for anybody in the know, again, I want to elaborate that it's not a slight, but it does give me that vibe. The overseer auto outfit at the end of like, you know, like the regression like chapter and whatnot, where he had the ponytail and stuff. It's not the same color, but it gives me the same vibe. Only HSR and Wuwa is female MC. I mean, Wuwa MC, bro. Whether male or female, Wuwa MC. I just that's all based. My all of my like gacha protagonists are female. It's because I like them. When I was like younger, I always lamented at the fact that like a lot of the protagonists in games were all guys, basically, you know. So every time I get a chance to play as a girl, I would 100% play as the girl. Because for me, like I did not see it a lot when I was a kid. Blue Archives MC. You can headcanon that if you want. After all, the Blue Archive Sensei is an epitome of what an adult should be. Honestly, like, I know that game has you know, uh, a specific reputation, so to speak. But the story itself, when I tried it, peak. Peak. I don't care what anybody says. Call me a goon or whatever. I don't care. I mean, it's true anyway. But peak. I don't play WoW anymore. I think yeah, I did. I don't play anymore, but like I do have the games too. Or did I actually like remove it from my downloads? But still, I started it day one. But yeah, I have to stop like playing a bunch of gotchas because it's bad for my wallet and it's bad for FOMO, all things considered. Because eventually, like I'm going to want like a bunch of characters. That's for sure. Excuse me, but I can't spend the Welkin and the BP everywhere. I have to pick and choose. Woo! Jesus! Thank you for the redeem. I appreciate it. But yeah, we can't spend it all everywhere. And so I've been stressing out that I can't do events. You know, I'm always like charge up for time because certain events are time gated. There's story and whatnot, you know. And then there's the things that I have to do in the middle of the day aside from like streaming and whatnot. So that's why I decided to cut that down. I mean, I haven't been playing Blue Archive and like HSR either. I actually haven't done the quest. The newest like version update to HSR as well. Like pretty much I pulled for Cyrene, built Cyrene and called it a day. And didn't look back pretty much. I see. It's very intriguing what the Wuwa MC is. Although, I know the game is technically gathering wives, but can we gather the men too? Like, come on. That said, Amith, I don't know how to mention her name, but it's the pink-haired girl with the mecha. I like her a lot. I really, really like her a lot. No, don't tell me because it's pink. Yeah, I know, it's Luke Henson, right? I keep up with the news, but, like, I don't keep up, like, with the story and whatnot. Excuse me. Yeah, like, and we thought Cartetia had it all, right? Meanwhile, Amieth comes in with a steel chair. She's like, how'd you like my 4 ults, everybody? And then she ulted all over the place. Absolute cinema. Because Wubu has been cooking. And I'm really glad for the players that really stayed around and, like, really invested, you know, in Wuwa's story. Because I think it's paying off for them now, you know? Or I think it's been paying off since Renacida. Because, like, I've actually played, like, 1.0, right? I've played the Firmament update. Took a break when Shangli Yao was first, like, released. I wasn't actually able to do the event that gave him for free, unfortunately, so I don't have him. And then I came back as Renacida was coming out, or I think Renacida actually did come out. And then I did the Shorekeeper story and was like, oh, I want to pull for Shorekeeper. And then the rest is history, basically. I stayed around up until the conclusion of, you know, the story. Well, almost the conclusion of story with Lupa. And then that's the point where I stopped. And I haven't did the Augusta and the part quite yet. So there's a bunch of stuff I'm missing. Basically, if I came back, I actually, like, Duck, if you're listening, I actually will be able to pull off an 8-hour stream if I just did, like, all the Wuwa content, the story quest that I'm missing. And probably even more than that. I think more than 8 hours, actually. If I did all of them in a row. So that would be hilarious. I might do story catch-ups. Bro, HSR is something else. HSR is essentially a game that, like, every time there's a version update, you want to get snacks, and then you want to get basically comfy, and then you do story, and then you watch a movie. Now, granted, right? I was one of the people that technically complained in the 1.0, or rather the 3.0 of Amphorius, that there was too much fighting. I don't mind the puzzles here and there. They're there for engagement. But there was just too much, like, in the middle, basically, to the past, like, Kremnos, basically, like, section, right? There was just too much of them for me, right? So I was like, maybe a little cut down on that, right? Just a little skimming down. It doesn't have to be, like, all puzzles. It doesn't have to be all dialogue. But just, like, cut it down a little bit, basically. Because sometimes, like, it just ruins the immersion. Or the urgency of, you know, of the, what do you call that? The tone, the urgency or the tone of the story, right? We're going back to the mines, but let me just do this first. How are you out? I did not tell you to go out. But yeah, HSR story, insanity. I actually tried to record the Cyrene story bit, and I haven't actually uploaded it yet, if you guys are wondering. Probably not. But like I do have it recorded. But at the very end I got so tired that I started like basically skim reading the last section of 3.7. So it was one of those like, all right, like I probably won't upload this, you know. Still bad too. Like I even freaking did like like you know that like the normal speed, you know, of fighting versus the boss of that particular 3.7 patch. I did it with Finon, Cyrene, Ciridera, and then Don Hung, Permanent Sortere, and I was able to do it at the last second too, because like I think like one of like Ciridra I think died at the last hit before the fight concluded. But like it is there. But like because I skimmed so much of the stuff, like at the end I'm like maybe I won't upload this anymore. This will just for me and my personal like use, you know. But yes, HSR story is insane. Very, very long. Excuse me. Alright. We're gonna need a bunch of trees too, I guess. Yeah, HSR story is very long. I don't know if I actually want Genshin to be on the same way. Excuse me. I feel like Fontaine Act 5 was already very long as it was. And that was a chock filled with very, very important scenes, by the way. None of those scenes were wasted, in my opinion. Even if the little allegory of the hunt, you know, a little bit was like, what are you guys doing kind of deal, you know? I need trees. Hello there. Thank you. What the hell? Now, Chiyo, these will actually kill you if they fall on you, so be careful. What the hell was that? Scary as shit, man. Hello, hamster. How you doing? How you doing? And enjoy the lurk. Thank you for lurking and thank you for the streak as always. Appreciate it. Someday I'll have a streak like that on somebody. When I actually do pay attention to people's schedules, of course. And I'm not too busy after I stream anyway. Also, no ant spawns, please, God. I don't want them to do that to me. Tree. You guys hear that? Weird app sounds. Right. Do that. Trying to make sure I have enough like torches and stuff. I want a cockatrice so bad, but we're not lucky, unfortunately. Unlucky. More chicken. Chicken producing will continue until morale improves. Or rather, until I get a cockatrice anyway. God. Right. You know what? I should also take a trip around again and see like where I dropped like some of the stuff that I had a ton of silver and iron, I think, that I dropped off into some house somewhere. I just need to find where it is all over again. And now let's make some sticks, make some torches, and go down again to that pit of hell and see what we can find. We'll probably end stream early again today, so I can continue to rest a little bit more, you know? But not too early as last time, though. Bruh, that Ender Pearl incident will always live in my memory now. Said, like, when I get the time later on, I'll definitely clip that. Because it was so dumb. Right. Bunch of torches. Where is the match? Did it actually just disintegrate? Nice. Do that right now. Okay, consider what we have. I have a bunch of torches for sure. We'll leave like 2 stacks right there. And right here. Take half a unlit stack right there. We have a purified canteen. We have this. I was about to ask, like, where's my pickaxes? And then I remembered. Right, they blew up in the void. They most certainly did. Unlucky, but that's fine. You're going on an adventure again. Bring this with us. Oh, that sound scared the shit out of me. I was like, what the hell was that? Alright. Let's go, go, go. I'm gonna dig some more before I end stream. Let's see if we can actually get a Gru, or a Gru will get me. One of the two, honestly. Oh. Well, that's hilarious. Can you make it here, big buddy? You cannot. I do not want to test that theory. Okay. Yep, I figured it would lead around here, but didn't think it would be directly around here. Oh, fuck me. Oh. I'm surprised that Chupacabra didn't freaking execute me. Oh. Fuck. Scary. Big scary, don't bite. Hi, Ray. I'm over here trying to dig and stuff, but I'm too scared. Ah, I see. What are you doing over there? My freaking god, I almost shit my pants. When I haven't found a single diamond yet, well, granted, I don't have a diamond pickaxe, but I can make them. No silver either, surprisingly. You would think I've already found silver by now. Yeah, this cave deep. Very deep. Backing up, backing up. What the? Yeah, I guess this is dangerous. I'm out. Fuck that pit of hell right there. Jesus. I mean, we'll have to go back there, but, you know. That's annoying, though. More eggs. You know what we're gonna do, guys, right? Okay. So why is a cow out here? Hello? Can I pick you guys up? I can't. There we go. Jesus Christ, those guys in the freaking mine. Alright. I've never had my chickens of comfort that I decided to hug after, you know, almost meeting a very, very terrible fate down there. I am going to map. I am going back to go mine again. Kinda, sorta. I don't know. I have to see though. It's kinda creepy here. Okay. So it went down there. Clearly bad area.tm. Let's try up here. I already did that right there. Oh yeah, this is just connected to the earlier areas. Almost went off the cliff right there. Chiyo, what are you doing? able to defend ourselves from a chupacabra. That's good. Well, that's not good though. Not that rainbow colored thing right there. Is that a troll? It is a troll. Alright, we're leaving. That is indeed a troll in the dungeon. Oh my god. We're discovering things we really don't want to discover in here, huh? And surprisingly, no diamonds or no heart shards of any or any of the like. Even though I feel like I've been like going down, I think. Maybe it's time to strip mine when I come back next week, or next week I'd say, because most likely no RLCraft next week due to the shenanigans afoot that we have planned. You know, plus all the, you know, the subscriber stuff that needs to be done as well. Gotta be careful. Well, I see that zombie right there. You have got to be kidding me. There you go. Catch these hands. Bitch ass. Where's my sword? There it is. I think we're going to definitely the lower levels of the mine. Just not finding the stuff that we want quite yet. But we're getting there. Also, all the torches that I place known to man. Yes. This is how I play MC. Torches everywhere. My little scaredy cat. My little scaredy cat person. Cannot be calm without them. Excuse me. Me when I find coal. Gotta dig. We need coal. Also, what is happening and why am I seeing like the underworld by digging? I don't have any more torches. Let's go back. There we go. Now we have more torches. Let's go down. Very, very scarily go down. Ow. Alright, beat the snot out of them. That kinda hurts though. Let's go back up here. Oh shit. No. Oops. What happened? Why am I here? Excuse me? Did I not sleep in my own freaking house? Whatever. That's so stupid. What the heck just happened there? Hilarious, man. Oh, that's not good. You're about to die again. Yeah, those ramens suck, bro. Holy shit. We did kill the chupacabra, but the ramens got us. It's just like, bro, are you kidding me? Come on. Well, let's try to pick that back up and then we'll end stream and then we'll do, I mean, you guys already know, like, I'll be putting up a schedule pretty much like tomorrow. That way, y'all know in advance what we're doing, but just to recap, we will have the Backrooms game this Saturday, or next Saturday. Well, next week Saturday, right? Because, like, that's how we do it here in the Philippines at the very least, right? We will play that. Then we'll have the Archon quest. And then we'll have Me-Side a little bit as well in our normal time slots. So do look forward to that. Just want to try out something a little different than my usual stuff because I know I've been playing No Man's Sky and RLCraft and ATM10 pretty much consistently when I do stream. If not, like, I make mentions of Genshin and stuff, but I want to try a few things and whatnot, so we'll see where we go with that. Like, if I want to change like games midstream, that will also be a thing. So, you know, we'll see how I feel about it. Ultimately, that'll be what we will have for next week. I, for one, am very excited to see what happens in the Archon quest. And all that talk about like the Wuwa Marathon and whatnot, or like the entire story of Wuthering Waves, it does kind of make me think of like wanting to try out like do story related bits on it, just so I could keep up with the plot. But we'll see. We'll see how I feel. And if there's interest in it, of course. Alright, we're able to get back our stuff, luckily enough. And now let's go bail ourselves out of here. Go back to the house. Breathe a little bit, because what the hell was that? This underground like cave saga was very, very interesting, to say the least. It was just very unfortunate that the one ender pearl that I found, I wasted by being a dunce. If, you should build your collay for that too, cause we all know what they did. So we'll see what happens in the story. Honestly, how will we end up fighting the doctor, and what kind of situation we will be in the process of doing that? I'm very interested to see. Got a bunch of iron. All iron.tm. All iron the expedition. But hey, at least we got like an enchanted bow. Not bad, TBH. Not bad at all. Okay. Do I have space for bone snapper? Yes, I do. We need to make a reliable way to make arrows. Because bows are good. They're definitely good. Vile Spine and then Flint. Which, oh, wow. Do we have to do fishing in the game? Clearly. So, yeah. Alright. We're going to shift back to my nightly background. Maybe put in some music, or probably not anymore, but yeah. Thank you all for coming, hanging out with me, for vibing and whatnot. I'm glad to be able to stream in a much more like better capacity. Like again, I feel much better than I did the other day when I tried to stream ATM10 and whatnot. So I'm really, really glad for that, that I'm at the very least like recovering and whatnot. But yes, please do be on the lookout for the schedule next week. And then like I think I've already arranged like with Blade on the ATM10 stream, like what potentially stuff that we could do. But I will also confirm over in the weekend, that way like we're all on the same page and whatnot. Oh, and no worries, Necro, take good care of yourself too, and Piscarius as well. Again, I appreciate y'all for coming, for chatting, for lurking, and everything, just hanging out with me in general. I appreciate it. But yeah, y'all have a good night, day, afternoon, whatnot, and I will see you guys at Monday. All right, bye bye. Take care now. Thank you all so much again. Really appreciate y'all. See you guys next time. Bye bye.